In this week's video, we have all the details about World Update 15 and the delay, and also Sim Update 14 beta release launching very soon, as well as all of this week's huge announcements and release news. So let's jump into the video. SoFly offer a number of products for Microsoft Flight Simulator, catering to new pilots for the sim and all the way to very experienced pilots. As a flight sim content creator, my favorite SoFly product is Weather Presets Pro, which comes in really handy when the weather is not behaving itself and you can change the weather to be more dramatic or even to a perfect day. Other products I like to use is Landing Challenge Pro, Flight Simulator Guide, which is the manual to Microsoft Flight Simulator, the one that should have been, Storms for pilots who want to chase some of the biggest storms in the world's history, and a couple of their recent products, which is Aircraft Checklist and their new animal release for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which puts over 5,000 animals into the sim. I will leave a link in the description below or where you can go and check out SoFly products, and I would like to thank SoFly for sponsoring this video. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, last week PMDG finally gave us the EFB update we've been waiting for with some meat on the bones. We expect to see it released sometime this weekend of the EFB. PMDG committed that the EFB will have, when it releases, flight plans with SimBrief integration, Navigraph chart integration, performance calculations of the aircraft, meter information, weather, download availability, imports data for the flight plans for the aircraft. You can either choose imperial or metric units to be selectable, day and night settings, data entry via the attached keyboard, and independently fully functional pilot and co-pilot tablets. I guess once the EFB is released, we can now move as a community our focus to 100% asking when the 777 will be released. The EFB will be available by download through the PMDG app for simmers who purchase the PMG 737s from the InSim Marketplace store. We'll have to wait until the update drifts through the backlog list. DC Designs released their version of the Stearman in 2021. This time around, Golden Age Simulations have announced they will be releasing their version of the Stearman soon. Golden Age Simulation is no stranger to this Boeing biplane, as they have developed a collection of the Stearman variants in FSX and P3D over the years. Recently, the team previewed their Stearman Model 75 for Microsoft Flight Simulator on a 22-minute YouTube video. The video showcased a alpha development version, but it did provide an idea of the level of detail the team is going for with this Stearman release. The team did mention that the Stearman has been completely reimagined for the new sim, and Golden Age Simulation is planning on releasing the Stearman within a month. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check out that YouTube video. If you are a helicopter simmer, this week we have announcements from two different developers with some new helicopters in development. The first one is the SA315 Llama from Togue's Hangar, if I said that correctly. The Llama is a derivative of the Alute 2, if I said that correctly, which was developed to meet specific requirements for the Indian Air Force. What sets the Llama apart is its exceptional ability to operate in high altitude conditions and challenging terrains. The Llama can soar up to altitudes exceeding 20,000 feet, and it's done by a specialized modified engine and rotor system. Toad's Hangar's version of the Llama is planned to come with custom sound set tailored to the Llama, intricate animations on various components of the helicopter, dozens of attachments, realistic detail flight model, and packages planned to release including 30 different liveries. The team plans to release the SA315 Llama sometime this fall. If you are enjoying the video, please bosh the like button, as it shows YouTube that you're enjoying the content that we produce on the channel here. Consider subscribing if you haven't. We are on the final stretch to hit 100,000 subscribers. We'd love to have you on board before we reach this milestone. Thank you very much for your support. When it comes to helicopters, the second announcement this week was from RMK, who mentioned they have partnered with Apex Simulations to release the AH-64 Guardian. The team is planning to release the Guardian to Microsoft Flight Simulator by the end of the year, but now it's a work in progress. Textures, models, and features may change before the actual release. But for now, the team mentions the features we should expect to see with this release: a handful of liveries as well as several active service liveries, all in 4K, working rockets from 35mm cannons, functional nose camera, Y sound set, functional engine, GPS and TFLIR screens, custom downwash effects, realistic flight model, fully functional cockpit, and you can even take a look at the engine access panels to see what's broken if you've had a rough flight. It's great to see some more helicopters being developed for the sim. As we mentioned before, RMK is expecting to release the Guardian before the end of the year is out. Passenger 2 is set to go on pre-sale with a full release later on in November. We've been following this one since it was announced earlier this year. The team over at Passenger 2 are aiming to offer an immersive passenger simulation experience to enrich your flights. Passenger 2 will offer many features if you are interested in managing an entire airline or simply just enjoying single flights. It will do both of those. You can even buy and sell aircraft, manage contracts, and even create subsidiary airlines. When it comes to actual in-flight services, you can take control of the catering, design your menu, manage stocks, even set prices. Passenger 2 will provide detailed flight reports, realistic seat maps, and a host of other features aimed at enhancing the immersion and realism of your flights. If you'd like to check out more details about the pre-sale, I'll leave a link to Passenger 2's website in the description below. Moving over to this week's release news, this product has not been released just yet, but by the time you watch this video, it may even be out. Finally, pilots have announced they plan to release the Dash 7 this weekend over on their website. The project was announced some time ago and has taken some unexpected delays, but looks like we're seeing a release very, very soon. The pilots team mentioned after many months and refinements, the Dash 7 has been delivered to the pilots team by the SWS team who they've partnered with. No official features have been released just yet, but the team has mentioned on their Facebook page the Dash 7 will release with various real-world liveries, as well as optional equipment such as the working title GNS 530 and other models that was built to support the GTN XI will be available on release. Custom sound set, and with the help of Air Tindi, which is currently the largest active operator of the real-world Dash 7, they've got a custom sound set. Pilots have mentioned when it comes to the Dash 7, there is some unique features that are only unique to this aircraft that you'll see with the release, and you can pick up your copy of the Dash 7 from pilots directly from their store this weekend, providing we don't see any last minute hiccups. I'll leave a link in the description below. The next release for the week is from Wendesdsay Designs. I've been wondering for many years if I've been pronouncing this developer correctly. One day I might find out. But this week they have released a Polish airport, which is Wrocław International Airport. This is the 5th busiest airport in Poland with both domestic and international flights. The airport offers a great number of general aviation, traffic, cargo, and military operations, making a varied and exciting destination to fly. Airliners that you'll find flying in and out of this airport is Buzz, Anti-Air, Ryanair, and also Wizz Air. Features include a high quality model of the Wrocław Airport featuring up-to-date versions of the airport, FPS friendly design with detailed night lighting textures, PBR materials used throughout with high definition mesh, performance friendly interiors modeled with the terminal buildings and the control tower, high quality static aircraft, custom animated jetways, people and vehicles, custom sound set for the area, and the Wrocław City landmarks, also compatible with GSX Pro. You can pick up your copy of Wrocław Airport from Wendesdsay Designs over at the Contrail store. Links in the description below. UK 2000 this week releases its latest airport. This time the team has released Glasgow Prestwick Airport. The airport is located 1 nautical mile from the town Prestwick and 32 nautical miles southwest of the Glasgow city. This airport is the 5th busiest airport in Scotland when it comes to passenger traffic, and also the largest in land area in Scotland. In 2007, the airport saw 2.4 million passengers through its gates. The growth has been attributed to low-cost airliner growth, such as Ryanair, which has its airport operating base here. UK 2000's version of Glasgow Airport comes with full detail buildings, realistic ground markings, high-res ground imaging, detail night lighting effects, high detail airport vehicles, frame rate friendly, and a full set of signs and vegetation. You can pick up your copy of UK 2000's Glasgow Airport directly from the Sim Market Store. Links as always in the description below. This next release, we did cover the announcement earlier in the month, but the team over at Hype Performance Group have released their H160 helicopter. H160 is a medium utility helicopter developed by Airbus. It was launched in 2015. The H160 is designed to be one of the most technological advanced helicopters in the world and focuses on safety, comfort and performance. The Hype Performance Group's detailed version of the H160 comes with a large array of features. Some of the highlights include Hype Performance Group's highest quality product to date, two H160 variants, a civilian and a luxury variant, 12 4K textures, extreme detail models which includes the interior and the exterior, all with PBR textures, rotor animations including a blade drop and blade flap, working doors, animated windshield wipers, and all the flight controls are animated, rotor downwash effects, engine heat blur effects, emergency floats deployments on the luxury version only of the helicopter, very detailed systems which I won't cover here in the video, but you can pick up your copy of the H160 from the High Performance Group directly from their store, links in the description below. Moving over to this week's sim update news, the Microsoft team have revealed they will be releasing the beta to the last sim update for the year, which is sim update 14 next week. Community members who wish to participate in the pre-release testing can opt in very soon. Flight simmers that are using PC or Steam, Xbox Series X and S all can opt in and join in the beta. There is more information available on how to find out how to opt in over in the Microsoft Flight Simulator forums. SimUp 14 is expected to include stability and performance and memory improvements, snow coverage fixes, atmospheric lighting improvements, fixes to the multiplayer issue where players have been disappearing or not being visible at all, introduction of the new Cirrus SR22 G6 and also the Airbus A320neo, performance decreasing when pop-up panels are being used, there will be fixes for that, ATC bug fixes, a bunch of points of interest and 40th anniversary updates to aircraft of that DLC. The Microsoft team has delayed next week's release of World Update 15 and the local legend Saab B17, which was going to be the Nordic region, which was originally going to be released on October the 31st. The delay for this is only 1 week and it is still scheduled for now a release on the 7th of November, so we won't have to wait too long. Instead, the team will be releasing the famous Flyer number 7 next week, which is going to be the Mitsubishi Heavy Industries MU2. This famous flyer had been developed again by the Ini Builds team and had been complete for some time now, but they've been waiting for licensing issues to be resolved. By the looks of it, they've been resolved and we will see it next week. Moving over to this week's backlog list news, this week we've seen another deduction of total backlogs when it comes to new products, and it's down by 29. Aircraft are down by 9 this week, and looks like we'll see 3 aircraft that are in final stages of testing. We might see those next week. Missions are down by 2, sceneries are down by 6, liveries are down by 5, airports are down by 5, and the other category, which is everything else is mashed in, is down by 7. This week in the marketplace we've seen 5 new aircraft. The highlight this week would have to be the fly-in BA577G, which is now available on Xbox. It has been available on PC in the marketplace for some time now, but now it's available on Xbox. Other aircraft in the releases this week is a couple by MS Sceneries, also an Mi-8 helicopter by BK. This has certainly been a helicopter week when it comes to flight simulation, and also the Su-12 MK from Heavy Designs. The rest of the marketplace releases are made up of 9 livery packs. Most of these are Captain Sim products, 3 bundle packs when most of these are livery packs, 2 excursion packs, 1 wildlife pack, 1 landmark pack, 5 night lighting packs, and 20 airports. If you enjoyed the video, bosh that like button before you jump over to your next YouTube video, and please consider subscribing. We aim to bring you the most up-to-date news and sim update videos when it comes to flight simulation each and every week. We also stream a few times a week, so if you have some spare time, come and fly with us sometime. I'll leave details of our streams in the description below, and we will see you on the next video.